Boom! What's happening, people? What's going on? Welcome back to the Armament Factory with yours truly, Big Luch. You don't know what's happening, family. What's happening, people? What's happening, friends? Today, we're doing a watch along. Arsenal traveling to the south coast of England, going all the way to the British Riviera. Brighton at the Amex Stadium hosting the mighty Arsenal in a match that is a very, very important for us as we try and keep the gap between us and Manchester City to 5 points. And as well, Manchester City is playing today. I believe they're hosting Nottingham Forest. That's also a very important game because Nottingham Forest are fighting relegation. Man City are trying to keep up with us. So that should also be a good match. We will keep our eye on that match also. But the main thing that we're doing, or the main game we're watching, is obviously the Brighton versus Arsenal game tonight. Now, there is several games being played tonight, similar to yesterday. We all sat down and watched the football, the Premier League yesterday. Me, myself, I did the Wolves Liverpool game, which was very boring for majority of the game until around the 70 something minute, 77th minute or so, when Wolves came alive and managed to score a goal. Somehow they shot themselves in the foot, played the ball into the path of Mo Salah. Mo Salah, not being in the best form of his life, still is Mo Salah, and give him a chance, he will put the ball in the back of the net and score a goal. So he wasn't going to miss that opportunity that was given to him, having not scored for a very long period. That came as a gift to him that really helped him out a little bit. Maybe that's going to give him a little bit more confidence to find a bit of form, because he's really been off it this season. He's really not been performing to the standards that he set himself, that we've seen him being at. So yeah, it was a ball fest up towards when Wolves scored, then Liverpool scored right after. But right at the dead of the game, in injury time, somehow, with all of Liverpool pushing up to get the winner, somehow they ended up giving away the winning goal to Wolves, with Andre taking a shot with a great deflection. I believe it was Curtis Jones, a deflection of Curtis Jones, and it went in, and they ended up beating Liverpool. So Liverpool yesterday lost to the quote unquote worst team in the Premier League this season. Obviously, we all know Tottenham is the worst Premier League team since January, since the start of the new year. I mean, they haven't won a single game this new calendar year. So they're obviously the worst. But across the season, Wolves being at the bottom of the league, obviously are the worst Premier League team this season. And Liverpool is one of those teams that lost to them. Now, everybody laughed at us when we drew with them and nearly drew with them earlier in the season. Um, but look, Liverpool, the mighty Liverpool, with all of the money they've spent and all the players that they've got, couldn't even get a draw. They ended up losing and throwing away all the points to Wolves. So yesterday's game, Everton games. Sorry, guys. Yesterday's games, Everton versus Burnley. So Everton 2, Burnley 0, Bournemouth 0, Brentford 0, Leeds United 0, Sunderland 1. Now that's extremely, extremely well done by Sunderland, because Leeds, I believe, have a very good record at home, and Sunderland, I think this is probably their third win on the road, maybe. Their home form is much better than their away form. So they managed to get a win at Ellen Road. Now, Ellen Road is always a dangerous place to go to. We saw Man City there the other day, and I believe Man City was there for the taking. I obviously didn't watch the Leeds Sunderland goal, but Leeds Sunderland game, but somehow Sunderland got a goal and won that match against Leeds United at Ellen Road. Now, like I said, we watched Wolves Liverpool. I've already talked about it. So that were the four. Those were the four games from yesterday. Today we also have 5 games. I actually thought it was 4 games yesterday. I thought the Newcastle Manchester United was also going to be played tomorrow alongside the Tottenham Crystal Palace, but no, it's 5 games tonight and then the one tomorrow. So Brighton Arsenal kickoff at 7:30. Man City Nottingham Forest. That's the game I told you we're going to keep a close eye on that one. See what's happening there. That's also at 7:30. Fulham West Ham. Now that should be a spice bomb. Fulham West Ham. I see plenty of goals in there. That should be a good game. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to watch it because we're watching the Arsenal game. But definitely that'll be the first game I watch the highlights from, depending on obviously what the scoreline is going to be. Then you got Aston Villa Chelsea. That's also a very important game. Race to the top four for both those teams. Seeing which one is going to get into not even the top four, it's the top five now. England's also, I mean, England now is allowed to have 5 teams in the Champions League. So it's very important for both these teams to try and get some points on the board for the race to the top five. The last game will be Newcastle Manchester United. That should also be a great match. That's kicking off at 8:15. So we've got 4 games kicking off at 7:30, and then we've got the last game, like yesterday, kicking off at 8:15. Now, bear with me 1 second, guys. I want to go to look at the Arsenal lineup. Here we go. Right, so let's quickly have a look at the Brighton and Arsenal lineup. Now, it's not always this formation that they play. I get, the early formation predictions. So the formation might change, but the lineup will be the same unless there's an injury right before the game. Now, Brighton, it looks like they're going for that 4-2-3-1 formation. So in goal for Bruggen, Wiefer, Van Hek, Boskagli, and Kadioglu are the back four for today. In front of them as holding midfielders, you've got Baleba and Grob. Then in front of them as the attacking midfielders, you've got Gomez, Hinchelwood, and Mitoma. I'm a huge fan of Mitoma. I've always wanted him to be at Arsenal instead of Trossard, but Arsenal ended up going for Trossard, so it's what it is. Right, so we've got B Hargav in the house. I'm reading the lineup right now, Geezer. Bear with me one moment. So to go back to the Brighton lineup, so for Bruggen in goal, Weaver, Van Hek, Boskakli, and Gaklioglu at the back for Brighton. Then Baleba and Grob as holding midfielders in the pivot role. Gomez, Hinchelwood, and Mitoma attacking midfielders, and then Ruta up front for Brighton. Not a bad lineup. I was expecting Welbeck to start as he's in great form at the moment. However, it might be that Welbeck is coming off the bench as he's on the bench. But I think Fabian Hertzler, what he's thinking is that if we need a little bit of extra push later on in the game, maybe to get the winner, or if we fall behind, for somebody to come on with fresh legs and score the goals, maybe that's his thinking behind it. Putting Welbeck on the bench and getting him on. Obviously, he's not the youngest player there. Maybe he's trying to preserve his energy and keep him fit to be able to play in more than just this game and to continue throughout the whole season. So obviously, being about 36 years old, he's not going to be able to do 90 minutes week in, week out. So we'll see what happens there. Now, the Arsenal lineup, it looks like it's a 4-2-3-1 as well. Let's have a look. So David Raya in goal. We've got a slightly different back four. So Saliba is out, looks like it. The starting was Mosquera. So Julian Timber, Christian Mosquera, Gabriel Magliash, and Piero Hicapie as the back four. Zubimendi and Rice as the holding midfielder. Now Saka on the right, Eze in the middle, Martinelli on the left, and Gyökeres up front. So that's pretty much the mainstays at the moment for Arsenal, other than Christian Mosquera. It seems like Saliba picked up a small injury, or they're just preserving him because he's not even on the bench. So let's look at the benches quickly. So Yankuba Minte, Daniel Welbeck, James Milner, Jason Steele, Yasin Ayari, Maxim De Kuyper, Matt O'Reilly, Joel Feltman, and Harry Howell. Now that's a great bench to have. Yasin Ayari, a great half Tunisian, half Moroccan talent, doing absolutely fantastic at Brighton. He's on the bench. Obviously, Daniel Welbeck, James Milner, who is going to be probably the longest serving football player in the Premier League. He's been around for a very long time, still playing, still doing good. He's on the bench as well. Minte on the bench as well. Cooper on the bench. So they got a pretty decent bench, Brighton. It looks like they can get people off the bench to make a difference. What's happening, Peakster? We got Peakster in the house. Hello, hello, mate. So the Arsenal bench is looking at this: Gabriel Jesus, Kepa Arrizabalaga, Christian Norgard, Leandro Trossard, Noni Madueke, Kai Havertz, Ricardo Calafiori, Miles Lewis Skelly, and Max Dowman. Now, it will be great if we go 2, 3 goals up and, in the last sort of 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it would be good to see Max Dowman, but it all depends on how the game goes. He's a great talent. He's got a great future ahead of him. His ceiling is sky high as well. So we want to see how he develops and he turns out to be. Now, at some point, I'd like to see Havertz come on as well, depending on how the game goes, and Gabriel Jesus as well. But we want Gyökeres to start performing better as well. He's been getting better in the last couple of matches. I've watched him now. The game against Tottenham was obviously outstanding, and then the last game against what's the last game we bloody played again? Now my head's gone. Uh, who did we play last? Chelsea. Sorry, I do apologize. My mind went blank. So against Chelsea as well. Hopefully, although he didn't play as well as he did against Tottenham, against Chelsea. Also, he put in a decent performance. I'd say maybe a 7 out of 10, maybe an 8 out of 10, um, if you want to push it. So, meaning that his player ratings are starting to go up, his stats are getting better. Um, I did notice that a lot of the times the players are still not feeding the ball into him when there's opportunities to feed the ball into him, but I'm sure that will come at some point. I will say though, guys, that Victor Gyökeres has improved drastically. Now, me, I was one of the people that was slagging him off big time. I was hating him so much until he turned it around against Tottenham. Now, against Tottenham, I literally was one of the first people to say, "Oh my God, he looks like he's lost weight. He looks like he's faster. He looks like he's happier. He looks like a real striker now." That doesn't mean that he's fully turned everything around. The performance against Chelsea went a little bit backwards again, not being able to get on the score sheet, but his all-round performance was much better. He was on the ball much better. His first touch was much better. His passing plays was much better. His pressing was much better. His runs, playing off the defender's shoulder, was much better as well. Holding up the ball, like I said. So his performances have improved, and that's the most important. That's all I wanted to see. Because every time I watched him play, it was like he was getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and to the point where I just wanted him out of the club. Now against Tottenham, against Chelsea, because he's shown us that he can improve, he's shown us that he's working hard to improve, he's shown us that he's a fighter. That obviously raises him into my estimation. That he, respect is earned, not given. So he's starting to earn my respect a little bit. So I hope that continues, and especially against the team that he's played for, because I'm pretty sure that Victor Gyökeres and Ben White were both at Brighton at one stage, playing there. We got Robert the Gunner in the house as well. Come on, Arsenal. Don't F this up. That's correct, guys. Don't throw it away. This is a great opportunity for us to maintain the gap against Manchester City. And also, we're keeping an eye on the Man City Nottingham Forest game. I genuinely believe that Man City is a team that can get got at, is a team that is there for the taking at times. They're not as formidable as everyone makes them out to be. Yes, they have the best manager in the world. Yes, they have the best striker in the world. And yes, they probably have the best squad in the world. It's not clicking for them yet. It possibly will at some point. I mean, everybody usually says the last 10, 15 games for Manchester City is when they go on a run and they look formidable and they just churn out the wins one after another. But I will say, when I watch them play, from what I see, is that it's not a team that is unbeatable. It's not a team that can't concede goals. Yes, they got Mark Gahey to solidify their defense. Yes, they got Semenyo to solidify their midfield and also, improve their flair and their attack and their creativity. However, there's still chinks in the armor. There's still spaces and positions to be exploited against Manchester City. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, guys. But definitely feel like we are the better team and we will be the ones to lift the trophy at the end of the season. Now, let's have a look. Peakster says, keep in mind my 2-1 prediction. Yes, sir. The Peakster has predicted several games ahead of time. One of them is this game. He said to me it's going to be 2-1. Now, I want everyone else's prediction. Ali, I want your prediction. Hargav, I want your prediction. Robert, I want your prediction. I want everyone's prediction if you're still watching. I'm going to be very bold and say we are going to win 4-0. That's my prediction now. I know that's crazy because I'm going with my heart rather than my head. My head will probably say that we win 2-0. I don't see Brighton scoring against us. They have before. I just don't see them scoring today. But I'm going to go with my heart today. I'm not going to go with my head. My head says a 2-0 to Arsenal. My heart says 4-0 because I genuinely believe it. Although, look, Brighton's on a very good run. And Brighton are doing very well. So it's not going to be easy. And as a lot of people will think, will hear my prediction and think, right, this bear's stupid. He doesn't know football. He doesn't understand anything. But I genuinely feel that we've got a couple of goals in us, and I hope. Look, I'm dying to see a Victor Gyökeres hat trick. Can he get a hat trick against this old team? Um, we'll have to see and find out whether he's capable of such heights. Now, Peakster says, anyway, I'm gonna go down to the shop for a pack real quick. Yeah, do your thing, mate. I'll see you when you come back. Right, so it's not long left for the kickoff. It's about 10 minutes or so, guys. So yeah, let's quickly have a gander. Don't forget, I want everyone's prediction. Whoever's watching, whoever's in the chat, please send in your prediction. We're playing a prediction game. I'll see who guesses it right. Whoever guesses it right, I'll send you a chocolate button via Bluetooth. That's the reward. Right, let's have a look at the stats. So Brighton in the last 5 games have had 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. Arsenal have had 3 wins and 2 draws. So it should shape up for a pretty decent match. Both these teams like attacking football. Both these teams like to play on the wings, and the wingers to cut in. I'm hoping Arsenal is not going to play that tedious, slowing down the game type of football just along the back four, or that whole, let's be preservative and conservative in the first half and then just go all out in the second half. I hope they're not going to have the handbrake on because, Brighton is genuinely one of those banana skin teams. Honestly, they're a mixed bag this season. They're sitting like 19th. Oh, sorry, 19th. I think they're sitting like 12th. Sorry, in the league, on 37 points. So obviously, it's about roundabout where they're supposed to be. I'd say between the 9th and 12th position is where Brighton genuinely should be until they have one of those good seasons and they push up for Europa League or Conference League football. It'll be nice to see Brighton in a European competition. But yeah, so they're sitting 12 and they're playing obviously the number one in the league, Arsenal, who are champions elect, obviously. But like I said, Brighton's a mixed bag. So they have these games at home where they're either terrible and their fans start booing their manager or booing them off the pitch, or they have a fantastic game and they damage whoever's come to visit them at the Amex Stadium and they take the 3 points and they keep them at the Amex Stadium. So you never know which Brighton is going to turn up. Fabian Hertzler is a pretty decent manager, although it's a shame to have heard him getting booed by his own fans a few weeks ago. He's since then turned things around. They've got a couple of wins under their belt. So let's see what they can do against us today. Hopefully, it's the terrible Brighton that turns up and not the decent Brighton. Now, win probability wise, Arsenal obviously above the 50%, so they're 56%, which is quite low. Usually, Arsenal are in the high 70s, close to the 80s for win percentages. Brighton have 19%, so they're just under the 20% mark, and there's a 25% draw probability. So obviously, it's still in Arsenal's favour, but even the bookies and the calculators for the win probabilities, they are thinking there is definitely a 20% chance for Brighton to win this, and definitely a 25% chance um, for the draw. And that's what I meant. It's a real banana skin, because there's a real possibility that Brighton Brighton can get a win or at least a draw against us, and that would be a terrible result for Arsenal, honestly. Right, it's about 6 minutes left, guys. That's about 6 minutes left for the first four games to kick off. So, like I said, um, Brighton, Arsenal, Man City, Forest, Fulham, West Ham, Aston Villa, Chelsea. Those are all kicking off at 7:30. Then we got Newcastle, Manchester United at 8:15, and tomorrow will be Tottenham, Crystal Palace at 8. So join us for that hate along that we're gonna do. It's going to be a busy week for us this week, but it's all good because it's the Premier League and we love it. Now, let's have a quick lineup. Have a look at the lineup for Man City Forest. So, Man City are playing that 4-1-3-2 formation. They got Donnarumma in goal, Nunes, Diaz, Gahey, Nouri. Those are obviously the cemented back four for Manchester City now. So Nunes, Diaz, Gahey, Nouri. That's the back four with Donnarumma behind them, and then in front of them, Rodri. In front of Rodri, you got Cherky, Silva, Foden, Semenyo, and Haaland up front. That's a very, very strong team, guys. Haaland back in, having not played against who was it they played? Leeds, I think it was. So he's back. Semenyo next to him as well, and then you've got Cherky, Silva, and Foden. I mean, come on, man. And they say Arsenal's got a great squad, or Arsenal's a great team. Just look at that. Just look at that front lineup. Forget the back four and Rodri. Just look at that. Cherky, Silva, Foden, Semenyo, Haaland. Lord have mercy. All right, all the teams are coming out. Aston Villa, Chelsea is also going to be one of those games you want to really keep your eye on. That's the race for the top four. Now, Forest's lineup is Sells in goals, Cunha, Milenkovic, and Murillo at the back as a back three, which obviously turns into a back five with Aina and Williams as the flying wing backs. And then you got Sangari and Anderson in the middle, Morgan Gibbs White and Dominguez in front of them, and Igor Jesus up front. So that's Man City. So what we will do is we will keep an eye on that game also. Let's have a look here. Put it over here. Right. So you can keep an eye on that scoreline. I'm sure there'll be a goal alert, but let's go, guys. The teams are in the tunnel. The players are in the tunnel. Let's go. Come on, you Gunners. Got my lucky hoodie on today. Opa. So if we win this game, we go to 67 points. Manchester City will go to 63 points. 62 points. But they do have a game in hand, obviously. Plus, on the 22nd, we're going to play them in the Carabao Cup final. Now, I believe that will be a game. That game will be a game that defines, I believe, the rest of the season. Whether we're going to win or win nothing, or really slump into a bottling job type of situation, we'll have to see. Because if we win the Carabao Cup, obviously that'll be the first piece of silverware, and that will be a huge relief on Arsenal with all that, because we've got a lot of pressure on us, and a lot of this pressure is due to how the Arsenal fans feel, because Arsenal fans are some of the biggest social media group of fans that there are. meaning that we're the most outspoken or even the loudest that are being heard on majority of platforms, whether it's on YouTube or on X or Insta or Facebook or whatever. Even on radio, most fans that call in are Arsenal fans. So what happens is a lot of pundits, for clickbait and other reasons, would always keep mentioning Arsenal and this and that to stay within the algorithm, which then again, all of that, because Arsenal's constantly under the microscope by so many people around the world, it just builds pressure more and more and more because everyone's talking about, okay, if Arsenal's gonna bottle it, if Arsenal's gonna crumble, if Arsenal this, Arsenal that, and that's just pure pressure on Mikel Arteta, on the players, on the club, and it's all about them showing us that they're mentality monsters and they're able to deal with it and go into these last 9 games of the season and they just keep winning, keep winning. And look, if we keep winning and we just get a draw at the Etihad, because obviously that game is going to be difficult, and we still have to play them. So even if we don't go and get a win there, we just really need to get a draw there and win everything else, and then we'll be good, you know. And I'm sure along the way, Man City will drop some points. I mean, um, um, sorry, I was just reading the chat and I forgot what I was talking about. Peakster says, watched fan reaction yesterday. You should watch Mark's reaction. The second Wolves goes, it's hilarious. To be honest with you, I'm not sure why they're not putting me on anymore. I must be doing something wrong, dude. But they're choosing not to put me on anymore for some reason. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I do watch that. I don't know if I saw the Mark. Is you talking about Mark Goldbridge? I don't know if I saw that one, but I did see the Liverpool fans' reaction. They lost their head. And I'll watch the other ones. There's a few of them now that I'm watching, different platforms that do these fan reactions, and they're all good. And guys, all of you subscribe to them, like their content. They all do amazing jobs. They all do wonderful work. So here's the lineup for Arsenal again, quickly. David Raya in goal, Pierre Hicapié, Gabriel, Christian Mosquera, and Timber at the back. Rice, Dubamendi in front them. Gabriel on the left, Saka on the right, Eze in the middle, Victor Gyökeres up front. Now, Peakster, you totally made me lose my train of thought. Yeah, I will do. I'll watch it. I'll watch it later on. Don't worry. Beekster says, watch Mark Goldbridge's hate and rival reaction. I will do. But I was in the middle of something and I totally forgot what I was talking about when I read your text. I'm trying to bloody remember what I was talking about now. Yeah, the pressure on Arsenal. So hopefully the win, that Carabao Cup win, will be a big relief of pressure for us so that a lot of the Arsenal rivals, fans, and rival pundits as well will quieten down a bit because there won't be all that chat about no silverware, no this, bottling, crumbling, whatever. Um, so that will be a very, very important turn of the season when that game gets played. Now, like I said, we don't really need to go to the Etihad and win. We can simply get a draw there if we win all our other matches. And here we go. The game's about to lift off. Three, two, one. Lift off. Go on then. Right. Here's Mosquera. Brighton already starting very bright at home. Here's Matoma with the cross. Pierre Capier's seeing it out and he clears it to Martinelli. Martinelli tries to control it. Keeps the ball in. But the ref says no, the ball went out. It's a throw in for Brighton. We for now with the throw in. Another throw in, but this time for Arsenal. Right, Pierre Hicapié is coming up to take the throw in now. Mosquera, don't mess around, mate. Gabriel, back to David Raya. Declan Rice. David Raya with a bad ball. But Gabriel saves the day. Baleba tried to score it. David Raya with a very bad mistake. He passed it straight into the path of Baleba. Baleba then took the decision to take a shot. He kind of like lobbed it over, but Gabriel, great defending, great thinking, unbelievable. Watched the ball all the way, headed it out. Now, that's an unbelievable mistake early in the game. You see, we need to relegate quickly, shake that all off. Baleba could have got the first goal. Baleba's no mug. He tried to lob it over David Raya. So that's not a great start from Arsenal, to be honest with you. We've got Rashida Raji in the house, Mr. Morocco. Peaks says, oh my God, what a save from Gabriel. Unbelievable. If he was not there, that would have been 1-0 to Brighton. That's not a great start for Arsenal. Hopefully, David Raya has shaken that bit of dodginess out of his system now and will not make a mistake like that. Gabriel needs to be careful doing that in the box. He can easily give a penalty away doing things like that. We cannot afford to do that. Here's Gyökeres. Saka now. Timber. Gabriel. David Raya. Brighton's pressing. They're not standing still and waiting for Arsenal to play. No, Martinelli with the back heel. Looking for Pierre Hicapié, but it goes out for an Arsenal throw. Shaky start from Arsenal. Not the best. Brighton look like they know what they're doing against Arsenal. They just pressing, not allowing us to have a second on the ball. They're not no slouches, Brighton. I'll tell you that from now. We've got to be on our toes constantly. Here's David Raya again. Crossfield pass by Brighton, but it goes nowhere. David Raya picks it up. That was a bad ball from Poscagli. Not a great decision by him to play that ball. He just gave it straight back to Arsenal. Here's Declan Rice. Zubi Dooby Doo, Zubamendi, Gabriel Magliash now. Mosquera. Aston Villa already 1-0 up against Chelsea. Louise on the second minute. Jeez! I'll tell you what, if Chelsea lose another game, surely Liam Rosenior is going to be under the microscope as well. They will have to start looking at whether he is the right man for Chelsea. Aston Villa desperate to get into that top 5 for the Champions League. Obviously, their season has spiraled a bit downwards in the last couple of months, I'd say. Especially that loss against Wolves. That was a bad loss for Aston Villa. Here come Arsenal. Saka now. Saka onside, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. He plays in. Oh, what are you doing, Saka? You absolute mug. I love you, Saka, but what was that? I think he was trying to square it into Martinelli's path. Martinelli was too slow. Saka usually just takes a shot. Why he didn't take a shot there, I really don't understand. I'm so confused. He should have just took a shot. Even if he missed it or at least, made the keeper work. But why did you try and square it to Martinelli? I don't understand. But never mind. Here we go. Pierre Hicapié with the throw now. Looking for Gyökeres. Brighton get the ball back. Eze. Rice. Gabriel. Played it behind Hicapié and Baleba sees it out for a Brighton throw-in. Right, I'm not sure. Here we go again. So Saka obviously onside. Great ball from Eberici Eze to look for him. 1-on-1 with the keeper. The angle was tight. The angle was at the near post. Maybe he thought, nah, I'm not going to take a shot on my right foot. But here's David Raya kicking it out. Gyökeres now. Here's Gyökeres holding up the ball. He's got... Oh. Wait, what? Why is a free kick for Brighton? I don't understand. That's a madness. Weaver tried to tackle Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres stayed strong. Weaver fell on the floor and the ref gave a free kick to Brighton. And they wonder why Arsenal fans get conspiracy theories in their head, honestly. That didn't make no sense. That was similar to the last game we played against Chelsea when we were attacking and the referee pulled it back to stop the game to give us a free kick when he should have played advantage. That was absolute nonsense. These referees in the Premier League this season, honestly, this is probably the worst referees I've ever seen in the Premier League history. The decisions they're making this season. And look, VAR is supposed to be there to help, but I don't know how they make the choice when to help and when not to help. It's really confusing. But here's Martin Zubimendi. Martin Zubimendi. Here's Abarichi Eze. Long ball forward, looking for Gyökeres, but too deep, too high, too far. And for Brugge, grabs it and plays it out quickly to Van Heck. Right, here come Brighton. Brighton are keeping possession well. That was a bad ball now to give away to the Arsenal, but they are trying to keep possession. They are trying to string a few passes together. Piero Hincapié. Piero Hincapié gets sandwiched. Pause. Here comes Brighton. Ruta tried to play it to Mitoma, but they lose the ball. Here's Jurrien Timber now. Last 5 minutes, Arsenal has had more of the possession. Here's Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka shoots and scores! I can't believe it! Bukayo Saka with an unbelievable goal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. We've been wanting that. Golazo! Well done, Bukayo Saka. Absolutely unbelievable. He didn't shoot earlier when he was closer to the goal. He decided to shoot when he was further away, but classic, coming on in the inside, taking a shot, thanking God as well. Unbelievable goal. Let's watch this again. Declan Rice steals the ball, intercepts it, gives it to Eze. Eze plays it quickly to Jurrien Timber. Jurrien Timber in acres of space, runs forward, plays it into Saka. Saka comes on the inside, takes a shot at the corner of the box, and he nutmegs the keeper. I mean, that was unbelievably bad goalkeeper from the Brighton goalkeeper for Brugge. For Brugge should have stopped that. Was there a deflection on it? Let's have a look. There might have been a slight deflection on it because I wasn't sure why the goalkeeper didn't save that. It went through his legs. He absolutely nutmegged the keeper and went, what? I don't know. What's going on? Peaksy says, oh my God, what a save from Gabriel. That was not the foul on your Chris. Yes, 1-0 Saka. Come on. Let's go. Great start by Arsenal now. That's really what you want to do. You want to go away to Brighton and start off early and get the goal early. Jorginho Ruta, not happy about something. Christian Mosquera already on a yellow card. Now, that's dangerous. I'm not sure why the referee brandished the yellow card so early. Surely you want to give the players one or two talking down to. The challenge wasn't that bad to, to validate a yellow card. But I don't know. Oh, here come Brighton. Mitoma. Oh, unbelievable again. What a tackle from Gabriel. My God, is this man a defender or what? Call him Land Cruiser or Land Rover because he is a defender. Mitoma's gone down holding his leg. The king of Brazil for a reason, says Peaks. So that's right. I do like Matoma a lot. I did prefer Matoma to Trossard when he was at Brighton as well. Arsenal went in for Trossard. I would have rather them went in for Matoma. I think Matoma would have brought much more to Arsenal, but I guess Brighton didn't want to sell him and he didn't want to leave. But I don't believe Arsenal didn't consider him. I wouldn't believe that they would not have considered Mitoma. Mitoma is a wonderful, wonderful player. Right, I wonder if Fabian Hertzler's tactics are going to change now. He is a young coach. He is a good coach. I was sad when he was getting booed off. Peekser says the fans have been singing Gabriel's song since the start of the game. Unfortunately, because my volume is off, I can't even hear what the fans are saying. But I'm sure they are. I wouldn't be surprised that they are. I'm not. I mean, I'm not surprised. Here's Martinelli. Ah, just taken away from Martinelli. Here's Baleba now. Here's Ruta. Jorginho Rota. Gomez to Grob, to Van Heck, to Postagagli. Grob, Van Heck. Yeah, I know Peakstar. I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure why my frame rate is lagging. I tried to sort it out before I started streaming, but I'm gonna have to do it for tomorrow now because I'm not sure why that is. It never used to be like that. I don't know what's happened, why it's starting to lag my frame rates. I have to look into it tomorrow, dude. I'm so sorry. And why is it saying 1-1 on my stream? I don't understand. I didn't put it as 1-1. Why is it saying 1-1? What's going on today? Oi, 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 oi. The hell is going on, man? What you What do you mean, Dad? You can't get my channel? Says I can't get your channel. What do you mean? Yes, MJ, welcome. What do you mean? I can't get your channel, says Mr. Araji, but I'm not sure what you mean. Go on, go on the armament factory. You should be able to see it there. Yeah, MJ. Unfortunately, you did. Saka, unbelievable goal from Bukayo Saka. But here's Brighton, though. I'm gonna have to figure out why my stream is lagging. I'm not sure why my frame rate's lagging, guys. I will try and sort it out. Sorry about that, Peakster, man. Problem is, I can't do any changes midstream. That's the only problem. Here's Ruta. Oh my God, Brighton Ruta with a shot. Unbelievable block. Was that, who was that, Gabriel again, or was that Piero Capier? Unbelievable block again, but Brighton are knocking on the door. Ruta tried to play a cute ball in, then took, his own player blocked it. I can't believe it. Oh, really? No, it's always on the same place, Dad. Just have a look on my channel. Should, or put the notification bell on, and then as soon as I upload or start streaming, it will tell you or come on your notifications. Right, here's Arsenal. Mosquera plays it out. Foul by Saka. Free kick for Brighton on the left hand side. I wonder at what point Fabian Hertzler will think of making changes. Obviously, it won't be in the first half, but how quick into the second half will he bring Daniel Welbeck on? How quick in the second half will he bring Yassine Ayari on? Yassine Ayari being a young, half Moroccan, half Tunisian talent. Absolutely wonderful strike on him. I've seen him score some wonderful goals. I'm really not sure how come he didn't start him this game, but I have a feeling that he wants to just keep some of those players to come on as a super sub, maybe the likes of Yassine Ayari, the likes of Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck, like I said earlier in the stream, is obviously 36 years old. He's not going to have the legs to play 90 minutes. He does claim that he has and he can, but I'm just thinking it's just good management to keep him for one half instead of the whole 90 minutes. He probably might even bring him on half time if Ruta doesn't do anything against Arsenal, doesn't really create any chances, or have any great runs or hold up play. He may even put Danny Welbeck on at half time because Danny Welbeck is in a great and a rich vein of form. Uh, I've been talking about him since the start of the season when he was on a great run of goals, that he should be chosen to go as a backup to Harry Kane and Ollie Watkins into the World Cup. I mean, he's better than a lot of strikers that are available at the moment, and he's 30 years old. But I do think, I believe he deserves a call up to England. I genuinely do. Here's Brighton. MJ said, "I really wish Arsenal get Mitoma. It's too late for that now. They won't go in for Matoma anymore. They'll probably go in for Anthony Gordon, MJ, in the summer to replace Trossard on the left hand side and to give Martinelli maybe some backup. But Matoma, it's too late for that. 2-3 seasons ago, we should have went in for Matoma before we went in for Trossard. He was the player that I really wanted to come to Arsenal, but unfortunately, that boat has sailed. They're looking at Anthony Gordon at Newcastle. He doesn't seem very happy over there. He plays like he's happy, but there's a lot of rumors coming out of Newcastle that he's trying to jump ship. Um, and it was evident when Kieran Trippier also had an argument with him in that Champions League game when I think they were like 4-0 or 5-0 up in the first half. and they had a fight. Like I've never seen that in my life in football. I've seen fights happen amongst teammates in football, but I've never seen a team be 4-0 or 5-0 up in the first half and a player getting 4 goals in the first half and one of his teammates decides to argue and fight with him. I've never seen that in my life before. Right, Declan Rice is standing over a free kick now. He's just going to launch it into the box and hopefully one of the defenders, Mosquera, Gabriel, Hicapié, they all got the size to try and get this right. Here comes Declan. Oh, he takes a short one to Eberici Eze, who goes to Saka. Is Saka going to come on the inside and take a shot again? Is he going to score 2 goals? No, he goes to the byline. To the byline, Saka. Oh, and he loses the ball to Grob, who then just clears it. And it's an Arsenal throw-in. That wasn't the best piece of play by Saka. I thought he was going to come on the inside, take another shot. That would have probably been the better decision. However, he decided to try and run to the byline and maybe cross it back in. He couldn't. And it's an Arsenal throw now. Sensoon said, let's see 3 goals to Arsenal. Yeah, that's a good prediction. I haven't got everyone else's prediction. I've only got Peaks' prediction today. Like I said, my heart says 4-0. My head says 2-0. But I'm going to go with my heart. We're already 1-0 up. So I'm sure we can get another 3 goals. And then my prediction is the winner. Peaks says 2-1. So he's still in the race. MJ, I haven't got your prediction. Right, Martinelli, Declan Rice now, middle of the park. Here's Piero Hicapié. That's another player I'm hoping they'll sign to a permanent contract. I do not want him to leave Arsenal. I think he's a fantastic footballer. By the way, guys, yesterday I watched 2 footballers for Wolves. MJ says I think 3-1 to Arsenal. Not a bad shout. Peaksa said 2-1. MJ says 3-1. I said 4-0. Sensoon said 3-0. Yesterday, guys, I watched 2 footballers that play for Wolves play fantastic against Liverpool. One of them was João Gomez. I think he's a great player. We should definitely look into buying him, even if you just put him on the bench as a backup. But he's a fantastic player. Also, there was another defender that played for Wolves yesterday called Krejci. Krejci is also one of those defenders I saw play. Although Liverpool wasn't great, but those 2 players really looked. They stood out in that team. I mean, for Wolves, everything was going through João Gomez. João Gomez is one of those players that just stands in the middle of the park and just threads passes through to everyone. Like everyone looks for him. Here's Gyökeres gets the. I don't know what happened there, but some madness happened. Gyökeres gets the ball. He plays it out to Martinelli on the left hand side. Declan Rice now. Bad ball from Declan Rice gets intercepted by the Brighton player, only to go back to Declan Rice now. MJ says Saka already scored. Now I think Eze and Martinelli next. Yeah, not a bad shout. Referee, surely that's a foul. Mitoma on Timber. MJ says I think Ruta for. Don't know what is going on. I'm trying to sort out my video bitrate, guys, and all of that. I'm trying to sort it out. I don't know what's going on with my stream today. David Raya with a long kick forward. Gyökeres. Ah, he tried to play it into Martinelli. Ball couldn't get to him. Now Brighton's on the counter attack, but Piero Capier, what a beast! I told you that. Don't play games with him. You're in Timber. Mosquera. Martinelli gets fouled. Surely it's a free kick for Arsenal. Yeah. Right, it's a free kick for Arsenal on the left-hand side. Declan Rice going to stand on it. Surely he's not going to take a short free kick this time. All right, come on, Deckers. Declan Rice on a sixpence. Let's go. Oh, he went directly for goal. Why would you do that? I mean, not the angle to try take a direct free kick, to be honest with you. I'm not sure why he tried that. Maybe just to test the keeper, but I mean, you do really want that from your players to sometimes just make their own decisions and try something rather than be coached uh for everything and be told what to do for everything. You want to be able to let your players to just play with some freedom, like they're in the park or on the playground, like how they was when they're young. You don't want to just have them like robots. They do exactly always everything that the coaches say. Is Yuri and Timber? You want them to use their talent a bit, right? Victor Gyökeres. Oh, what happened now? A foul on a Brighton player. Gadioglu went down, and the ref says free kick. Sorry guys, I know my stream is lagging today. I know my bitrate is not is off. I will have it fixed for tomorrow. I'm not sure why it's like that. I tried to play around with it earlier to try and fix it, but since I've started streaming now and I'm live, I can't do anything else about it. So please forgive me. Hopefully for tomorrow's game when I do the Tottenham one. Wait, what? Peakster said this is the second time I've been watching a football match and someone has set fire to their apartment. And don't worry, no, my apartment not, but down by the other end of the block. What are you telling me, Peakster? Why is there an apartment on fire? What's going on? Mitoma with the cross. Gabriel again with a save. My God, this player saved us several times this game now. Is Declan Rice? Peakster, what do you mean? Who's lighting apartments on fire? What's going on in Denmark, dude? What is going on? Why is there fires in your block? Who's an arsonist? I know you're an Arsenal fan, but I'm sure you're not an arsonist, are you? This referee is so annoying now. Honestly, this referee just keeps on putting game back for nothing. Who's this Martin Zubimendi that's down, or is that Picapier? Oh no, what's happened? Someone's seriously in pain. It's Zooby Dooby Doo. What happened? I mean, he tackled. Oh no, he tackled someone, and I think he's hurt himself. Was it Rutte that he tackled? Peakster said, I saw the blue lights of 3 fire trucks, 1 ambulance, and 2 police cars. What is going on your block, mate? Right, quick water break for the Arsenal lot. I hope Zubimendi will be all right. Man City have scored in the 31st minute. Antoine Semenyo again. This Brer might even outscore Haaland this season, having played for 2 clubs. This is getting ridiculous. We should have really bought Antoine Semenyo. We should not have allowed him to go to Man City. We should have just stopped that. Beekser says the block is numbered by 246 and so on. I live in number 20. Last time it was number 14. Now it's number 6, I think. Bloody hell, mate. Some dangerous people living on your block, Peekster. Right, so Arsenal are leading their game 1-0. Man City is leading their game 1-0. Hopefully Forest can get something out of that game. It's highly doubtful, but hopefully Zubimendi's all right. He hasn't hurt himself too much. He's walking, he's standing. He is frowning, but I'm hoping he's all right. Brighton with a shot just now. Hinchell Wood. Oh, they're showing the Antoine Semenyo goal. My God, man, it's too easy for them. It's too easy for them. He's on fire at the moment as well. My God. Here comes Brighton again. Weaver down the line. Right, David Raya with the long kick forward. Ruta. Grob. Kaniaglu. Ruta. Timber gets it. Mosquera plays it to Zubimendi. Zubimendi clears it now. Looking for Gyökeres. Gyökeres now forward. Gyökeres. 2 against 1. Gyökeres. Oh, ricochets, but he couldn't get the ball. See, it's this kind of. He's gone back. He's reverted back to how he was playing before, not being able to get past the defenders, not being able to hold up the ball. I mean, it's been like that recently for Arsenal. They score a goal and then they start playing worse than they played before they scored a goal. We were playing so much better before they scored a goal. Now that Brighton's playing a high line, we're allowing them back into the game. That's what I'm saying. Look how we're defending. We're defending for our lives. David Raya, catch that. It's very strange. I don't understand that. Chelsea have equalised, have they? It's 1-1, says Peakster. All right, David Raya with the goal kick. Yeah, looks like Chelsea have equalised. Man United are due to kick off soon as well. Here's Saka in the box, fighting. But free kick for thingy. Kadioglu and Saka fighting each other. Here come Brighton. Van Heck. João Pedro scored for Chelsea. It's 1-1 in that game. I did say that should be a good game. Right, Martinelli now down the line. Martinelli gets tackled. Ball goes back towards Hikapié. Declan Rice, but he gets caught in possession. Here's Ruta now. Ruta runs into the box. Declan Rice gets the ball back. What a play from Declan Rice. He was not having it. Free kick, Baleba on Eberici Eze. It's a free kick for but Declan Rice to recover that ball. That was unbelievable. He got caught in possession by Baleba. Ruta then took it and ran with it. Declan Rice did not stop. He allowed Hikapié to try and tackle, and then he went in for the tackle and got the ball back. That's unbelievable play from Declan Rice. That's captaincy worth play by Declan Rice. Give him the armband now. Give Declan Rice the Arsenal armband. Give him the England armband. He is a captain. He is a leader. He leads by example. Give him the armband. Gyökeres now pressing, trying to get the ball back. Here's Matoma. Matoma on the overlap. Gets tackled by Yuri and Timber. Mosquera now, and the ball goes out for an Arsenal throw. Fulham and West Ham still 0-0. Newcastle, Manchester United about to kick off in about 4 minutes. That should be an interesting match as well. Poskagli with a bad ball. Saka gets it, but then Poskagli makes a great tackle to get it back. Here's Poskagli now with a crossfield pass all the way to the other side, but Piero Hicapié heads it to Declan Rice. Decas plays it to Martinelli. Bad ball. Here's Baleba. Baleba, who's possibly on his way to Manchester United in the summer. Villa 2-1 Watkins, yeah? Come on. I'd rather Aston Villa get in the Champions League than Chelsea, to be honest with you. All right, goal kick, David Raya. We're coming close to half time now. Listen, Arsenal better not come out in the second half and play worse, because this is very funny how they're playing worse than they did before they scored. They played so well until they scored, and then when they scored, they just dropped off. I don't get it. I want them to come out in the second half and then just go boom, 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 second, third, fourth. But it's like of recent times and recent games, Arsenal have been, falling short in the second half. Like they'll score a goal, they'll go up, and then it'll get worse and worse and worse. I mean, luckily we got the winner against Chelsea. Now, how many times have we thrown it away? Like against Wolves, against Sunderland, against Villa. Here comes Brighton. Bad ball looking for Weaver. Weaver can't keep it in. It goes out, hits the side net, and it's a goal kick for Arsenal. Peakster says, "Come on, Forest, give us something. Run, Forest, run!" And like Forrest Gump, you can't rely on Forrest Gump to do you a favor. David Raya with another goal kick now. Jokeres with a flick back. Brighton play it back to Verbrugge. Here comes Weaver now. Van Heck. Mosquera trying to get the ball out of the feet of the Brighton player, but he couldn't. Ruta now. Ruta trying to play it forward. Free kick for Arsenal. Right, Declan Rice now. Fabian Hurtsler joking around with Hicapia. Hicapia tells him, "Be quiet." David Raya. Mosquera. Long kick forward for David Raya. Looking for Jokeres again, but Brighton quickly play it back to right. We're on 45 minutes now, guys. So that's 3 minutes of injury time. What are you laughing for, Peakster? Yeah, I saw that. Hicapia shushing Hurtsler. That was funny. I wonder what he was saying to him. Right. Verbrugge. Long kick forward. Wow. Again, Gabriel has to be there. I mean, his concentration levels and his vision and his tackles are incredible. Martinelli now holding up the ball, playing it forward, looking for Jokeres. Jokeres hasn't had a great game so far, guys. I wonder if he'll take him off at halftime, put on Havertz. He should put on Havertz and Gabriel Jesus together. I want to see how that goes. Yeah, he's not Capier's coach, says Peakster, but I wonder what he was saying to him. Now, he must have said something funny to him or something, or told him something weird, and he just told him, "Shush, man, don't chat to me. I'm concentrating." Insherwood going on and get hard again. Too rough on the players. Oh, no, it was just about offside. Sorry. Right, guys, we're coming to halftime. Don't go anywhere. I'm just going to go to the bathroom quickly, make myself another cup of tea, and then I will be back for the second half. So don't go nowhere. The Man United Newcastle game has started, so you guys keep yourself busy with the Newcastle Man United game. Christian Norgard looks like he's getting warmed up as well. Maybe he'll feature at some point in this game. Right, we're in the last minute of injury time. Looks like the Man City Forest game is also in the last minute of injury time. Oh, here's Mitoma. Mitoma tries to square it across the box. No one there. Hinchelwood now. Grub. Mitoma with the cross in. Gabriel again heads it out. Hikapier takes it away from Weaver, and here's Baleba. Baleba plays it all the way back to Verbrugge. Right, the referee is going to blow the whistle any minute now, guys. Final attack. Here's Declan Rice. Eze. Gyökeres loses the ball again, and it's a free kick for Brighton. Oh my god. Brighton take it quickly. Surely the game's done, dude. I mean, it's half time. Brighton tried to claim a penalty. What the hell was Victor Gyökeres doing? He didn't even touch the ball. He just kicked the player down. My god. Right, it's half time. Brighton don't even get the free kick. He's like, no, look, the time is over. Oh, I think Brighton wanted the free kick. They're like, what? Right, it's half time, guys. Listen, I'm quickly going to go make myself a cup of tea. And I'm going to go to the bathroom quickly, and I will be back. Don't go nowhere, guys. We'll be back for the half time. I mean, second half. Right, I'm back, guys. The players are coming out of the tunnel now as well. Minte, looks like Jakubate Minte is coming on for Brighton. Who did he come off? So Mitoma's come off. Mitoma must have caught an injury because they would not have taken Mitoma off for Minte had it not been very important for them to do so. Right, here we go, guys. We're back for the second half. Pedro again. What he scored for Chelsea. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, looks like Chelsea are 2-1 up. I didn't see that. That must have been at the end of the second half. Right, we've kicked off the second half, guys. Here's Saka. Mosquera, who hasn't scored for the Arsenal yet, loses the ball. Chelsea had 8 minutes extra time. Bloody hell. That must have been crazy. Pixar says Chelsea had 8 minutes. The Chelsea game had 8 minutes of extra time. Oof. Brighton went for it. Minte. Was that Minte with his shot? He's just come on. Right, Minte with the shot. He tried to aim for Ruta. Ruta tried to header it, but he didn't touch it. Right, come on, Arsenal, man. We need to cement these 3 points now because Man City is winning, obviously, as well. We need to make sure we take these 3 points back home. Now Brighton with the throw. Right, Capier defending well, clearing the ball out. Here's Gyökeres. Eze. Eze gets fouled as a free kick for Arsenal. You know what it is with Eze? Eze is a great player and he's a fantastic passer of the ball. He just doesn't get about the pitch as much as Odegaard, I don't think, for Arsenal anyway. He's much calmer on the ball than Odegaard. Odegaard's more like in a rush to get places, in a rush to create things. Eze has the ability to draw foul from the opposition, but he does slow the game down a little bit. I feel he needs to have a bit more urgency. He doesn't have that urgency that a Declan Rice has, that an Odegaard has, that a Zubamendi has. Um, he's much more calmer than them. No urgency, which is kind of it unbalances that midfield a little bit. You either have the other players playing like that, or everyone's on the same mentality and they have more urgency. It's a free kick for Brighton now. Saka, the captain, complaining to the ref. Here's Van Heck. For Brugge now. No press on the keeper whatsoever. They're just giving him so much time. Here's Baleba. Baleba, another young talent being scouted by a lot of clubs. Manchester United constantly being linked with him. Here's Van Heck. Kadioglu running. Minte, back to Grob. Grob with a cross to the right hand side. But Hikapié there to defend his box, still defending his box. And it's a corner for Brighton. Unlucky Hikapié. Hikapié wanted some help. He's saying to his teammates, where was my help? Anyway, it's a corner for them now. Let's hope they can defend it. Let's see what Brighton can do with the corner. Gross and Weaver standing right in front of David Raya. David Raya pushing them out of their way. Hikapié this time, great header towards towards Martinelli. Sorry, Martinelli clears it only as far as Baleba. Cross comes in again. I think it was Grob. Here's Brighton again. Grob still. No, Grob's on the left-hand side. Sorry. Crosses it back in, but David Raya picks it up. Fantastic goalkeeper, and he releases it quickly to Gyökeres, who's got Declan Rice with him. Gyökeres, Declan Rice now. Gyökeres sprinting forward. Declan Rice now bringing the ball. Surely that's a foul on Declan Rice. Yellow card as well. Yep. Took one for the team, Gomez. Yellow card, Diego Gomez. Minte. Grob. Brighton going forward. Rutter. And Brighton can't keep the ball in play. I think it was Kadioglu who just about lost it. It's still 0-0 in the Fulham West Ham game. It's still 0-0 in the Newcastle Man United game. Man City still 1-0 up. And Chelsea be still beating Aston Villa by 2-1. Right, come on, Arsenal. Right, Diego Gomez. Here's Weaver. Van Heck crosses it in. Ruta. And Julian Timber clears it. That was dangerous, guys. That was dangerous. Inshelwood wanted to score. Ruta wanted to score. Here's Minte. Minte crosses it in with his left foot into Ruta. Mosquera heads it out. Declan Rice heads it out. Baleba now with Saka in front of him. Baleba. Minte trying to play in Ruta. The ball was too hard. He apologizes to Jorginho Ruta. Come on, Forest, man. I want to see a Forest goal, man. Or I want to see that Forest is scored. I want to see that game be 1-1. Or hopefully they can get a 2-1 win. Right. See, this is what I was talking about in the first half that Arsenal have been doing recently. Here's Hikapié, though, gets the ball and is running. Hikapié down the line. Has he got enough speed to get away from Weaver? He does, but Ruta is there, but he gets the ball back from Ruta. Great play from Hikapié. He wants a foul. He says to the referee, I want a foul. He doesn't get it. Brighton, here's Diego Gomez playing forward now. There was real urgency from Pierre Hikapié, but as I was just about to talk about it, look, the match stats come up. Second half, Brighton has much more possession on the ball. Here's Mente on the left-hand side. No one to cross the ball into. He gives it straight to David Raya. Now, this is what I'm talking about, people. This is exactly what I'm saying. Arsenal always, after we score a goal because we play so well, and then afterwards we take our foot off the gas and put the handbrake on, and for some reason we're playing worse than we was before we scored. Peekster says Chance Forest. I don't know. I'm not watching that game, but I'm just keeping an eye on the score, Peekster. So you tell me what's happening, if they score from that chance or not. Tell me they scored, Peekster. You're saying, come on. Yes! Tell me they scored. Yes! Yes! Peekster just informed me that Forest, it hasn't updated yet, but it says, Peekster says Forest has scored. It's 1-1, Man City 1, Forest 1. I'm not sure why my scoreline hasn't updated yet, but surely it's going to update any minute now. Morgan Gibbs White. Yes, it's updated. It's Man City 1, Nottingham Forest 1, as Danny Welbeck is warming up. Yasin Ayari warming up for Brighton. Here's Arsenal. Zubamendi crosses the ball in. Martinelli. Gyökeres gets the ball. He's on the left-hand side now. Gyökeres, and he gets caught in possession by Diego Gomez. And bad ball from Diego Gomez, only as far as Eberici Eze, who plays it to Mosquera. I can't even celebrate Forest's win because here's Gyökeres. Shoot, son. Plays it to Saka. Shoots. But that was too tight an angle. He should have played it to Martinelli, really. Unlucky Saka. But obviously, being captain, he's got captain prerogative. He tried to take a shot. That angle is way too difficult. He should have really backheeled it to Martinelli. Martinelli did look at him. He looked at him like, here we go, Havertz. But why Trossard? My God. Why not Gabriel Jesus, man? Right, Havertz is coming on finally. Brighton's second half is much better. 7 attempts, 2 on target. 7 attempts, 1 on target. Arsenal, 2 attempts, 1 on target. Here's Brighton again. But Gabriel Magalhaes heads it out. Right. Man City 1, Forest 1. Hopefully Forest can go on a run and score a second one. I did say Man City is there for the taking. Gyökeres plays a great ball into Saka. Oh my God, who was that? Kadioglu with the most important interception ever. The most important block, giving it straight to his keeper because Saka was there. That was a great ball from Gyökeres to look for Saka. Gyökeres obviously knowing that his time is up and he's probably going to come off. Or it's Eze that's going to come off because Eze has not had the best of games this game. Here's Brighton. Jorginho Ruta shoots. And David Raya saves it. And Jurriën Timber clears it. Another shot on target by Brighton. Oh, don't tell me City scored, man. Who's injured? Who's injured? Oh, you're scaring me, Peekster, man. I thought you said no about City scoring. I thought City scored again. I was like, gonna be like, nah. Oh, David Raya? Nah, surely not. Nah, he's wasting time. This is the dark ass Peekster, man. No, I don't want to see him. No, he's not injured. Oh my God, they're actually getting Kepa already. Oh my God. That's it. Gyökeres needs to come off, man. Eze probably coming off as well, is it? Or is it who's coming off? Martinelli. I hope he's wasting time too. Obviously, he's probably a little bit concerned, but I think it's more kind of like taking precautions and wasting a bit of time because Kepa would have been put on immediately. Here comes Havertz. Okay, so Gyökeres and Martinelli are coming off. Let's see what Trossard can do coming on as a sub because he's better as a sub than he is as a starter, man. I don't know why Martinelli and that's what I'm saying. Martinelli and Trossard are the same. They come off the bench playing amazing, but when they start, they're just rubbish, man. Raya's gonna go for it. I told you it's just a waste of time. This man's a soldier, Peakster. He's a soldier. Right, I want to see Havertz doing something now. Come on, man. 60 million gone down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Samana mana. Waka waka. 60 million gone down the drain. Come on, Kai Havertz. Score again. Saka now forward. Looking for Eze. Baleba now. You know, Peakster, when you went, no, I thought he was going to tell me City scored. I'm just so glad it wasn't that, bro. Come on. Minte. Here's Minte. Minty. Minty. Oh my God, Arsenal, man. What's going on? They nearly gave Brighton a goal. See what I'm saying? This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly why do we play better before we score, and then once we score, we start playing like this. Minte could have really given it to Jorginho Ruta, which he was trying to do. David Raya with a save and Trossard as well. My God, if David Raya did not get his foot on that, Jorginho Ruta would have scored. And right behind him, it was Diego Gomez. No, don't say that to me, Peakster, man. Who's scored? City's gone up by 2-1. Peaks has just informed me that City has scored. Hopefully he gets ruled off. West Ham has scored one as well, yeah. Wow, that's good because we want Tottenham to go down, so we want West Ham to win that game. Come on, West Ham. You see, if West Ham win this game, I think Tottenham might just drop. I was hoping Forest would win as well. If Forest and West Ham would have won, you know that Tottenham would have dropped into the relegation zone. That would have been wonderful. Oh, man, City had to go and score, innit? Bloody hell, man. Chelsea 3-1 as well. Yeah, I just see it as well. They showed me the Morgan Gibbs White goal now. Oh, Morgan Gibbs White. Was that a back heel right underneath the goalkeeper? Man, I was hoping they was going to rule that off. Right, Chelsea sitting 5th now. Aston Villa 4th. They only... Here come Brighton again. Diego Gomez. Jorginho Ruta. Yakuba Minte. Oof. David Raya again with a crucial save. I tell you what, look, Brighton's knocking on the door, guys. Here's Trossard. We need another goal ASAP. We need it ASAP. Here's Pierre Capier. We need another goal like right now. Trossard gets fouled, but we don't get the foul. There's a corner, surely, yes. Yep. Peakster says, thank God Raya wasn't injured because the amount of chances they're getting is crazy. It's crazy. And guess what? Danny Welbeck's not on the pitch yet. Yasin Ayari's not on the pitch yet. I mean, they've got strength to come. They've put Minte on, but they've got more strength to come on, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what we going to do? Put on Calafiori? Oh, I was just saying that. Put on Calafiori and he's coming on as well. But Mosquera's coming off. So what, you're pushing Hikapié as centre-back. Why are you taking Mosquera off, though? What, to put Calafiori as centre-back? What, Calafiori's going to partner Gabriel? Mosquera's off. I'm not sure why, though. Why did Mosquera come? I don't think he understands why either. He's confused as well. Right, it's a corner for the Arsenal. That was a strange one. I didn't think Mosquera did anything bad. Declan Rice, Gabriel now at the back post. Plays it back in. You had Zubamendi right there, man. Oh, here come Brighton. Well done by Pierre Hicapier. And now Trossard just gives the boys. I'm saying this Bray is rubbish, man. He doesn't want to play for Arsenal anymore. He doesn't want to be there, man. Oh, they're showing a Man City goal now. Rodri on 62 minutes. Oh, I hate when I see them celebrating, man. Come on, Forest. We need another goal right now before Brighton does what Forest did to us, mate. And then we don't get a second one because we do not look like we're scoring a second one anytime soon, mate. I'll tell you that. Arsenal defending so bloody deep. Right now it's still 5 points between us and City. You know, if City draw and we win, we're gonna be 7 points. Oh, here's Havertz. Go on, Havertz. Go on, Havertz. Go on, Havertz. Ah, and he misses. He's too rusty. Trossard as well. He's just rubbish. Can't go forward. The ball goes out. That was Declan Rice again. What a tackle from Declan Rice to take the ball off Baleba to give it to Havertz. But Baleba, this is why Manchester United want him, because he didn't just allow Havertz to go. He went and tackled back and got the ball back and made sure he was a nuisance. Trossard is so bad at the moment. Honestly, he's just... David Raya looking for Havertz now. Hicapier to Trossard to Calafiori. Here's Hicapier. Trossard. Trossard with a cross to no one. Baleba gets it out, but Calafiori chases it. And it's a corner for the Arsenal, surely. Right, we need a goal now, guys. Come on, we need a goal ASAP, Arsenal. This is dangerous. Right, it's a corner for Arsenal. Everyone's stepping up. Come on. One of you get it in. I have a feeling this is it. Set piece again. Ole, ole. Right, Declan Rice. Decker's on a sixpence. Let's go, son. Come on, you Gunners. Declan Rice on a sixpence. Back post. Ah, Brighton just about get it out. Saka now plays it to Eberici Eze. Eze to Declan Rice again on the left-hand side. He crosses it back into the box. Ah, Zubamendi went and headed it up, but it went out. He was looking for Gabriel Magliash. He couldn't get to him, and it goes out for a goal kick, unfortunately. But Arsenal need to get a goal soon. Cole Palmer has scored for Chelsea. He scored the third one ages ago, by the way, but they're just showing it up now. Somerville scored for West Ham in the 65th minute. It's 1-0. I mean, Tottenham is not going to be happy about that, but we're going to be happy about that, definitely, because we want to see Tottenham go down. Tottenham are right behind Leeds. West Ham are 1 point behind Tottenham. Nottingham Forest are only 2 points behind Tottenham. I mean, look, man, I know Tottenham have a game in hand, but their fan base must be looking at that thinking, yo, this is getting scary, man. I do hear a lot of pundits saying that Tottenham have enough to keep them up. Tottenham have enough to fight. But the thing is, I don't see the Tottenham players having the fight. I see West Ham players having the fight. I see the Forest players having the fight. Here come Brighton. I just don't see the Tottenham players having the fight. They have so many players injured as well. And to be honest with you, I have a conspiracy about these Tottenham players being injured. Baleba just took a shot that had to be blocked by Declan Rice. And here's Diego Gomez. Brighton still with the ball. All the possession is with Brighton. At this stage, the ball comes in. And Hinshelwood tried to header it in and he couldn't. Well, that's what I was saying. You know, this injury list at Tottenham. I think it's more than just injuries. Here's Daniel Welbeck. This does not bode well for us. This is a former Manchester United, former Arsenal player who has been scoring recently, who's in a rich vein of form, who a lot of people are talking about. He should be called up as a backup for Harry Kane and Ollie Watkins in the coming World Cup, and I think he does deserve it. I genuinely do. I think he should be called up. As long as he continues playing the way he is playing in the Premier League. I mean, he's playing much better than a lot of strikers in the Premier League at the moment. So he does deserve the call up. But going back to the Tottenham situation, I will say, when it comes to Tottenham, I have a conspiracy, which obviously I'm more than likely I'm talking out my backside. But I was thinking about this the other day, Tottenham as an institute have already been probably planning about the worst case scenario if they get relegated from a long time ago, having seen what happened last season and having kind of been predicting what's going to happen after all these changes and all these losses that they've been taking, and then having to sack Thomas Frank. Because everyone think about it, right? If you're a football club the size of Tottenham and you have a certain amount of players that are at a certain level, that are on certain amount of wages, right? For you to be able to sell them, their stock has to maintain high, meaning that their stat sheets have to still look good, right? Now, if your top players are playing in a team that's getting relegated, that means they're constantly in a team that's losing. They're constantly in a team that's getting battered. They're constantly in a team where their stats are going to look horrible. Tottenham are not going to get any money back for any of those players if they was to sell them, you see. So again, this is a conspiracy I have, but just imagine if you were a football club and you're thinking, okay, we might actually get relegated, and I've got Kulusevski and Madison and Christian Romero and this person and that person. That if we do get down, I'm gonna have to sell them, and I'm gonna want to get premium price for them. These teams that are gonna come in for them, the Sharks that are gonna smell blood, they're gonna pay. They're not gonna pay the premium price for that player, knowing that his stats has been absolutely damaged because of a relegation battle. Honestly, because teams that buy these players will look at that. If you have a Kulusevski in your team, for example, and you're getting relegated, now Kulusevski could possibly be worth 40, 50, 60 million, for example, right? But then he's in a team that's getting relegated and his stats are getting battered because they're getting relegated. They might end up having to sell him for 10 million, 15 million, which they don't want to do. So what they then decide to do is like, okay, we have this person injured, that person injured, to save them and save their stats of how they were before when they were in a okay situation, so that they don't get dragged into this relegation battle. And then when it comes time to sell them, they don't get a decent enough price for them. I don't know, because Tottenham Hotspur is a business franchise, very similar to Chelsea. To them, it's more about the business side of things than the actual footballing side of things. Now, like I said, this is just a conspiracy, and this is just something that I was thinking about myself the other day. If I was a football club, whether I would take that into account. Here's Eberici Eze now. Kai Havertz squares it in for Saka. But I believe that was Karioglu who just cleared it now. Pierre Hikapi, no, Havertz now. Havertz on the left-hand side. Havertz gets pulled down. It's a free kick. It's a free kick for Arsenal in a dangerous area. But do you guys understand what I'm saying? João Pedro's got a hat-trick. Red card for Newcastle. Looks like Ramsey got a red card for Newcastle against Manchester United. It's still 0-0 there. But João Pedro got a hat-trick for Chelsea, where it's 4-1 at the moment. So, yeah, Aston Villa, I can't believe they're getting battered at home by Chelsea like that. I mean, come on now. 1-0 to Newcastle. You're lying. You're lying, Peakster. Come on, Newcastle. Listen, this is other than the Chelsea result. I would have wanted that to be a draw, but West Ham winning is what I want. Newcastle winning is what I want. Now I just need Forest to draw and Arsenal to get another goal. Right, Declan Rice now. Declan Rice on a sixpence. Come on, son. Come on, son. On the left-hand side, crosses the ball in. Oh, come on now. Come on. Ref has stopped the game again. Gadioglu's gone down. Trossard in front of him. I don't know what happened there. Gordon scored a penalty for Newcastle, says Peakster. Here's the Declan Rice back post. Diego Gomez heads it out of the goal, out of the mouth of the goal, only as far as Saka. Saka to Trossard. Julian Timber squares it to Trossard. Oh, I told you he's rubbish. He couldn't convert it into a goal. That's absolute rubbish. I know Mikel Arteta's fuming. He's fuming right now. That should have been a goal. He should have not have taken a shot. He had Havertz there. He had Eze there. He could have played it too. He was greedy. He could have taken a touch and then the shot. That was bad footballing from Trossard. Look at, see? You see Mikel Arteta's reaction? That's the exact reaction of you absolute tosser. Why did you do that? You should have played the ball, yeah, instead of shooting it or at least controlled it. That means the football brain wasn't clicking in that moment. We can't have players like that on the pitch. We need players that are keeping their composure in these crucial times to make sure that they convert those chances into goals. Right, Beekster says Gordon scored a penalty. Anthony Gordon, another player linked with Arsenal. Here come the changes for Brighton. Yassine Ayari coming on. I've been telling you a lot about Yassine Ayari. Fantastic player. What's going on? Yes, Forest scored! Come on! It's 2-2 in that game. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. West Ham is winning. Newcastle is winning. Now Forest is drawing with City. That's what I'm talking about. Now Arsenal just do not waste this opportunity, Arsenal. Do not waste it. Get this second goal quickly now. Trossard still again loses the ball. I would have rather kept Martinelli on. I'm not sure why he put Trossard on. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm really not sure why he put Trossard on. I would have rather him just put Havertz on for Gyökeres. Here comes Christian Norgard. I did say to you he's going to feature in the game at some point. Maybe to steady the ship a little bit more. But who's he coming on for? Eze or Zubimendi? Maybe Zubimendi to protect him. Because he did get injured a little bit earlier on in the game. He felt a twiggle. Anderson scores for Forest. Absolutely fantastic talent. Elliot Anderson is. He's going to be huge for England in the World Cup. I'm telling you, England's got a plethora of young talent coming through, and Elliot Anderson is one of them. Who else? You got a few of them. Obviously, the 1 year reason and Miles Lewis Skelly at Arsenal, but Elliot Anderson. There's another player that's fantastic. Gordon Anthony. Obviously, he's already in the England team. What's the other one at Newcastle? Lewis Hall. Absolutely fantastic player he is. Here come Brighton though. Minte's chasing the ball and he can't keep it in. It's an Arsenal throw. Woof. Oh, United has scored, says Peakster. It's 1-1 Newcastle versus United. That's not good. I did not want that to happen, I'll be honest. Now that ruined everything. Right, Brighton making changes quickly. Yassine Ayari coming on for Diego Gomez. Now, Yassine Ayari is a dangerous player. What? Beekster said there should have only been 3 minutes of added time. Instead, they have played 10. That means that penalty from Gordon, they must have VAR checked it for a long time, Beekster. Here comes Norgard, though. Who are they taking off for Norgard? Zubimendi or Eze? Right, so throwing for Brighton. Brighton take it quickly. You know, if it stays like this, which it hopefully does, yeah, that means Weaver, Gomez, and Baleba have come on. Ayari, Veltman, and Howells come on for Brighton. You know, if it stays like this, yeah, ooh, David Raya, fantastic save again. Yeah, there you go. Go down again for another 30 seconds, son. Welbeck's like, why? Why are you going down? You don't need to go down. Don't go down. Welbeck's like, come on, play it out, play it out. Long ball forward. Havertz now trying to hold up the ball. Has Norgard come on yet? Here we go. Anderson's second goal. Let me see it. Oh my God, Elliot Anderson's goal against Manchester City. Absolutely fantastic. My God, what a talent he is. Elliot Anderson, what a English talent he is. Unbelievable. Honestly, I'm telling you guys, there is this group of players of youth that are coming through in England that are world beaters, man. I'm telling you guys. Elliot Anderson being one of them, Lewis Hall being one of them, Anthony Gordon being one of them, Miles Lewis Skelly, Ethan Wanyeri, you name it, man. And I haven't even started with the ones that are already slightly older than them. So you got the generation before them, the Sakas. Yeah, Zubamendi coming off for Noga. So the Zubeds, so the Sakas and the Ezes and the Morgan Rogers and the and the bloody what's his name at Real Madrid? Can I forget his name now? What's his name again? Bloody hell, man. You guys know what I'm talking about. I forgot his name now. That's ridiculous. I can't believe I forgot his name. Uh Saka, Havertz, and it's a ball for Arsenal. Surely throw in. Bellingham, sorry, Bellingham, Jude Bellingham. I can't believe my mind went blank like that. The Jude Bellinghams, the Sakas, the Eze, the Morgan Rogers, the Cole Palmers. That's the generation before. Now you got the Elliot Anderson, Lewis Hall, um, bloody Gordon Anthony, and all of these younger ones just behind them coming through. I mean, look, England should really be doing good in the World Cup. I'll be honest. Oliver Boscagli gets a yellow card. England should really in the next few years really be competing for the major honors in the international stage. If they don't, it will just never happen because forget the golden generation they always talk about before. I mean, the golden generation is really now is in fruition now. This at this point, the players they got now and the players that are coming right behind them that will be on the bench as support. I'm telling you guys, there is something happening with this with the English national side because the players that they're producing, and a lot of them are going internationally. All of the Royals, it's Kai Havertz. What's quick throw in from Urin Timber, but the referee's not having it. Kadioglu must have done something to Saka. What did he do? Yellow card for Kadioglu. Oh yeah, a clear obstruction. Saka was running, and Kadioglu wasn't even looking at the ball. He just fouled him off the ball. It's a yellow card, definitely, definitely. Ferdi Kadioglu, yellow card. We need a goal. This is still dangerous, guys. Even on the 81st minute, this is still very dangerous. And I hope that Forest score as well. And I hope West Ham just defend to keep that 1-0. And Newcastle, I know it's going to be difficult for them in the second half. It's half time now, and it's going to be difficult for them. But I'm hoping that somehow they get a second goal as well and beat Manchester United. Right, it's a throw in for Jurien Timber now for Arsenal. Saka trying to get the corner, plays it against Mintes. Another throw in for Arsenal. Oh no, is it for Brighton? Did Arsenal? Oh yeah, it's a throw in for Arsenal. Here's Jurien Timber. Oh, play it, man. I hate when they take long with throws. Just play it. Havertz now in the box, gets fouled. Ref says no. Says no, go away. Arsenal complaining about being a penalty. Havertz doesn't understand. He's saying it's a clear penalty. It is a penalty. My God, how did VAR not get involved in that? The player got nothing off the ball. He literally kicked Havertz's leg. I don't understand. See what I'm saying? You don't know when VAR gets involved and when they don't get involved. Surely they could have got involved in that one and said it's a penalty, but because the referee obviously chose not to give a penalty or check it. Havertz again. Havertz again, holding up the ball. Havertz again. Here's Saka. But Brighton clear it. All the way to David Raya. David Raya just kicks it right back. I'm sure he's giving it straight to Verbruggen. I don't know what that was about. That was so bad from David Raya. That was literally just giving them the ball back. My God. Honestly, can you imagine if Nottingham Forest win this game, right, against City? Forget what us and City. If Forest win this game and West Ham win this game and Tottenham lose tomorrow, oh my God. Peakster, can you imagine that? Can you imagine what midweek Premier League that would have been? Right, Champions League coming up soon as well. Galatasaray, Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, Tottenham, Leverkusen, Arsenal, Madrid, Man City, PSG, Chelsea, Lyon, Aston Villa in the Europa Cup, Forest against Midtjylland in the Europa League, and in the Conference League, Crystal Palace against AEK Athens. So a lot of European games coming up. Round of 16 first legs in all competitions. Peakster says man of the match got to be Raya. Oh well, he's definitely in. I mean, he was my man in the match against Chelsea. I'll tell you that. He's definitely in contention for this game as well. But I have to really think about who's man of the match in this game. Right, it'd probably be Declan Rice for Arsenal again. Or Gabriel. Actually, no, Gabriel for me is man of the match. The amount of saves he made in the beginning of the game, you forget Peakster. Declan Rice again. Here's Trossard. Trossard, what a waste of time he was when he came on. Honestly, Calafiori again with a bad clearance. But again, Gabriel there to get. For me, it's Gabriel, man. I'm telling you, it's either Declan Rice or Gabriel for me. Here's Declan Rice again. Trossard now. I bet he's going to lose the ball. There you go. Gets a free kick out of it, though. So I'm saying Declan Rice works hard to get the ball, and then there you go. Trossard just, I know he didn't lose it, but he got a free kick. But again, he would have lost it. Well, yeah, I think Gabriel for me, because of all the saves he made, especially that first one, because that really should have been a goal, because that was a bad kick from David Raya in the first 2 minutes. Yeah, now Pixels remembered you. Oh yeah, the miracle save at the start. You're right. Now got to be Gabriel. It's got to be Gabriel, man. The amount of saves he made today, Lord have mercy. Right, if everything stays the same now, Arsenal goes 7 points clear of Man City, meaning even with the game in hand, if they win it, we're still 4 points ahead of them rather than just 2. But I'm still hoping that Nottingham Forest get a winner, a late winner. But I did say to everyone, Man City are there for the taking. They can possibly lose points, drop points, I should say. And they definitely have, well, not yet. Let's not jinx it because the game's not done. The only real shock of the night is Chelsea beating Aston Villa at Villa Park 4-1. I mean, what is going on with Aston Villa? Honestly, first Wolves beat them, now Chelsea beat them. I mean, come on, man. Their season has really spiraled downwards like ridiculously. I don't understand how they managed to do that. They had a bad start. If everyone remembers, they had a terrible start at the beginning of the season. Then they went on a crazy run of unbeaten games, like, I don't know, 10, 11 unbeaten games or something, and they made themselves challengers of the title at one point. I mean, people were literally talking about Aston Villa was in the title race. And then from that loss against Arsenal, is Havertz. He's not offside, surely. Kai Havertz. Eze in the box, Trossard in the box. Why was he put? Havertz went for goal as a corner for Arsenal. Why did Trossard just push that Brighton player right in his back? He could have got a card for that. He was definitely onside. Look, the Brighton player tried to play the offside trap, but Havertz was already onside. He went for the shot rather than play it to Eberechi Eze at the back post. He got a corner for his trouble. But I don't understand why Trossard pushed the player like that in the back. That was crazy. Right, if Trossard gets his goal, I'd be ecstatic. 60 million gone down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Right. Set piece again. Ole, ole. Come on, Arsenal. We need that one goal, man. We need to secure this win. 2-0 win. I did say my head said 2-0. My heart said 4-0. Back post! Verbrugge punches it out. Trossard chasing it. But he gives a throw in away to Brighton. This is so dangerous, guys. Remember, I told you this. I always say this because I feel like it's one of those stupid ones where we're going to do the same thing as City and give them a late equalizer. Honestly, it's typical Arsenal to do something like that. Honestly, I'm telling you. That has been the story of the season. These banana skin games where we should really be putting these teams away, having plenty of chances. We were so good before we scored that first goal. We scored that first goal and we've just allowed Brighton to take charge of this game. Well, if they do that all day long, we'll keep going. But like I said, we're not out of the water yet. I mean, this is very scary, very dangerous. We've been in these positions before where we were up by 1 goal, right? And then we end up throwing it away. We end up drawing towards the end of the game. And this is how we dropped points last season. We dropped 21 points from leading positions last season, right? And that's why we couldn't keep up with Liverpool, because we literally lost the same amount of games as Liverpool last season, right? We didn't lose more than them, but we drew more than them, like what they're doing this season, although they took a hefty amount of losses this season. But genuinely, I believe we should have won the league last season too, because we dropped 21 points from these kind of positions now against teams like Brighton, right? Where we should really be up 2 or 3 right now. We're only up by 1 and they're still attacking. They're not just lying down. They're not no mugs. They're going for it. They're like, look, we can get a point out of this. And look, the ref is giving them 7 minutes of injury time. 7 minutes, man. Saka, interception, running down the line. Here we go. Havertz with you. Saka's bad second touch. He should have really just played it straight into Havertz. Instead, he tried to go around Kadioglu. Kadioglu said, no, thou shalt not pass. My God, that could have been a goal for Brighton had Jurriën Timber not gone down. Welbeck, though. I like Welbeck, man. I think he's a fantastic, fantastic servant of the Premier League. He's an absolute Premier League legend. Ooh, Sunday at 7:30, guys. AC Milan versus Inter Milan. That is an Italian Classico. I might have to watch that one as well. That's going to be good. Sunday, 7:30, everyone. Right, Man City and Nottingham Forest are in the 3rd minute of extra time. Newcastle and Man United still half-time. Still 1-1. Fulham 0, West Ham 1. Looks like West Ham has won that game. Here's Saka. And it's a goal kick. It should be a corner, really. What is going on? Brighton player tried to pick up Saka. Saka's injured. Obviously, Saka's wasting time. It's the dark arts, but I think it was Van Heck or somebody else that's trying to pull him up, and he wasn't having it. Look, Van Heck has gone up to him. He's pulling him up. He's telling him, come on, man, play the game, bro. Who was that tried to pull him up, though? Who was that? Who was that? I didn't see who that was. My God. I think it was Hummel or one of them, whatever his name is. Howell or whatever his name is. Right, Brighton, they're still going for it, guys, honestly. Like I said, look, we're in the 2nd minute of injury time. Man City in the 4th minute of injury time. Peakster says our defense has been rock solid, to be fair. Yeah, because Gabriel is there. I'm telling you, if Gabby wasn't there in defense today, we probably would have lost this game. I mean, his miracle saves in the beginning of the match, and even up to like about 5-10 minutes ago, that save he made. It's unbelievable. Him and Raya, if we didn't have them in the... if Gabriel wasn't in our defense today, or David Raya wasn't in goal today, honestly, mate, this would have been a whole different game. Come on, Arsenal, man. Boy, if they throw this away, you absolute mugs. This is what makes me mad. This is what makes me so angry. You see, when people say, oh, Arsenal fans are too quick to lose their head, they're too reactionary, they're too this, it's because of what we're seeing on the pitch. Like, this should not be happening. Like, I understand Brighton are no mugs. Brighton are pretty decent. Brighton they've had 2 wins in the last 5 games. 2 wins, 2 draws, or 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses, I think. David Raya with a save again. Look, they're going for it. They're taking shots. Why are we not taking shots from outside the box? Oh, my God, they're still going for it. Ruta kept it in. Here's Mente in the box. My God, Piero Hincapié with a header to clear it only as far as Kadioglu. Kadioglu with Saka in front of him. Kadioglu crosses it in. Trossard heads it out towards Welbeck. Welbeck plays it right into your Havertz. Havertz now running. Havertz running. Havertz, foul, surely. Yasin Ayari taking a yellow card for the team. He had to do that. Fantastic talent, Yasin Ayari, but he had to do that. He had to take that for the team because Havertz should have released it quicker, man, and played the advantage. One 0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. O2, O2B, O2B, yeah. Guna, O2, O2B, O2B, yeah. Guna! Trossard again, tried to take a shot in the box, couldn't. I think we should have kept Martinelli on. I know he didn't. Oof, Declan Rice with a ball down the line. That was a precise ball down the line, boy. How he does it, I don't know. Deckers, honestly. Christian Norgard now, fantastic player. Playing it towards Saka. He's got great distribution, by the way. Norgard. I mean, his passes, his long range passing is crazy. Gabby, Norgard. Look, they're being so clumsy. Man, there's only 2 minutes. Oh, I don't like it. West Ham won. Yes! Come on, you hammers. Always blowing bubbles. Bubbles in the air. It's looking more likely that Tottenham are going down because Tottenham have no fight in them, guys. I'm telling you. West Ham is fighting. Burnley's fighting. Did you not see that game? Burnley against Brentford the other day. My God. Burnley's got fight in them. Leeds have fight in them. West Ham have fight in them. Forest have fight in them. Tottenham have no fight in them whatsoever. I'm telling you, look. Right, here's Gross. See, this is dangerous. I'm telling you guys, this is dangerous, man. Gross with the free kick. Clear it, guys. Clear it. That's it. Piero Hincapié. Piero Hincapié. The Arsenal get excited when we see him play. Cross comes in. All day long, son. All day long. Right, there's 30 seconds left in this game. Man City Forest are still playing. I was hoping that Forest somehow get a win in that game, but I'll take a draw all day long. I'll take a draw. Jeez. What was that? Gabriel, man of the match. I told you. What did I say? Gabby gets man of the match. Right, games. The ref should blow the whistle. City drew. Yes. All the Arsenal fans. Look, they getting the messages. Look at all the Arsenal fans. They're getting the messages on the phone. Look, that's Robbie Lyle there. Look. All the Arsenal fans are getting the message. Yes! We've done it! It's these kind of games, guys. The games away at Brighton. Brighton are no mugs. They're a fantastic team. We managed to hold on to a 1-0 win. City's dropped points. We're 4 points now ahead again. Although City have a game in hand, it's technically 7 points. But because they got a game in hand and possibly they'll win that game, so it's only realistically 4 points. But having said all that, 7-point gap between us and City. It's been a fantastic evening. West Ham have won against Fulham at Craven Cottage. Fulham 0, West Ham 1, Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 4 at Villa Park, and Manchester City 2, Nottingham Forest 2 at the Etihad Stadium. So, woo! It's been a fantastic, absolutely fantastic evening for the Arsenal. You know, it's these kind of games, as long as we don't throw them away, we don't throw the points away, we keep slugging, we keep fighting, we keep turning up these points. It doesn't really matter what City does at this point. Even if we go to Etihad and we draw there and just not lose, we've got this title wrapped up. There's 8 games left, guys. There is 8 games left. 8 games left before we see the Arsenal players' armpits. That's right, guys. Holding up the trophy. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Fantastic game today. It wasn't the easiest game to watch. We started off good. We scored the goal, and it kind of went downhill from there a little bit. Brighton played very well, I must say. But Gabriel, the saves. I mean, I know David Raya is the goalkeeper, but the saves that Gabriel made. First, in the first couple of minutes, when Raya got lobbed, when Baleba nearly got a goal, and then afterwards he made like some super saves anyway. Put it that way. If we did not have Gabriel in the team today, so he's my man of the match. Declan Rice is in contention. David Raya is in contention. But for me, absolutely, it is Gabriel Magalhaes as the man of the match. All Arsenal need to do is keep their composure. We need to stay mentality monsters. We need to just block out all the noise, including the noise from me or people like me, that we get severely reactional after losses or after we drop points. But when we see games like that, which are where we are in danger of losing points, but somehow keep a clean sheet and get the 3 points and go back home. I'm telling you, Brighton away is never easy. We managed to do it. Fantastic evening of football, guys. It's an absolutely fantastic, wonderful evening for Premier League football. I mean, Chelsea going away to Villa Park. I don't know what's happened to Aston Villa. They're still within contention of the top 5 in the Champions League spots. Will they get it? Look, at the end of the day, Liverpool, Chelsea are going to want to claim a stake, or stake a claim, I should say. So we'll see what happens there. But it's been a bad, terrible night for Aston Villa. Guys, just to let you know, Newcastle or Manchester United are still playing. It's 1-1 in that game at St. James's Park. Obviously, I believe it was Ramsey that got sent off. Peakster told me. And Anthony Gordon got the penalty and he scored it. So that's it, guys. It's been a fantastic evening of football. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. For everyone that's new, please subscribe. Please like the video. I'm not getting enough likes. I'm not getting enough subscribers. So if you do enjoy the content, please subscribe. Please like. Turn on the notification bell. All of that. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Where's all my Arsenal fans at? Come and join me. This is the Armament Factory, the start of the Arsenal history. So come and join us. I'm just watching Manchester City and Nottingham Forest players shaking hands, congratulating each other. Morgan Gibbs-White, fantastic game. Elliot Anderson, fantastic talent. Got on the score sheet tonight as well. So great for them. And surely that's it now. Oh, here we go. Manchester United have a free kick with Bruno Fernandes. Sorry, guys. I'm just watching this Man United game quickly. Oh, and United have scored! My God, it was Casemiro. Casemiro just scored a goal. I don't know if this is the highlight for the first one or what, because... No, sorry, that's the highlight for the first game, I think. For the first goal, I think, yeah. Yeah. That was just the highlight for the first goal. Right, guys, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to say good night. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and like and all of that. I will see you tomorrow for the Tottenham game. Be there or be square. And come on, you Gunners! Thank you, everyone. Peakster, Robert, MJ, my father-in-law, Rashida Raji, Sensoon, Ali, everyone that joined us today. Those that didn't come into the chat, those that have come new, those that are just watching randomly, click on it, subscribe on it. Click the notification bell. We've got someone here, Nian Joja, Indonesian fan, Arsenal, bravo, Arsenal. I'm sure Arsenal. Nian Jogia, welcome to the Armament Factory. Welcome. This is the Arsenal family. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like. Make sure you put on the notification bell. There's plenty of content coming out, guys. Tomorrow we're doing another watch along. Make sure you're there or be square, guys. But thank you for joining us, everyone. I love you all, my Arsenal fans. Take care, and I'll see you